Hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. How are you? How you feeling? Good morning, good morning. We are here to discuss, okay? We're here to discuss some topics, adjustment of status, some immigration topics, latest immigration news. Let me know in the comments, how are you? How you feeling? What's going on? Greetings, greetings, KB Kamara. How are you? Good morning, Bless. How are you? How you feeling this morning? Yes, we're here to discuss some immigration topics here. Yes, I'm just watching from Utah. How are you? How you feeling? So we're here to just discuss some immigration topics. If you have a question, just put it in the comment. I don't have a specific topic, but if you have a question, just put it in the comment. I'm just checking in so I can answer some questions if you have them. All is good. Yes, I'm doing good. Kebe Kamara. I'm doing good. Nothing new to report. We are just here trying to work those cases and answer questions. That's all. We got 12 people in the house. Feeling good? Yes, that's good. Nice to hear that. I like to hear that. Antwi 9844. That's good. If you have a question, just put it in the comment because I'm all over the place. On TikTok. Sorry, I'm not on TikTok. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and here on Instagram. So if you have a question, just put it in the comment. Good morning. We got 9 people in the house. Please like, please start to share. Um, Do you think, let me answer those questions. Okay. Do you think there will ever be hope for 20 years overstayers? Uh, you know, as they say about hope, hope is just something that keep you going. But I don't, I didn't hear anything yet. I heard something. They were talking about adjustment of status for people who have U.S. citizen spouse, regardless of the manner they into the United States. Remember that some people that have U.S. citizen spouses, but because they enter the United States illegally and they don't meet the requirements for adjustment of status, no exception. So they're trying to figure something for them. That's what I heard. So is it going to pass? It's not going to be like passing the Senate and the House. They want to figure out something around like TPS. You know how they do TPS without Congress. They want to figure something like that. So I don't know. Maybe this Biden's just trying to say it because they want people to vote for them. I don't know. So let's see and see if it works. But as far as just in general, that's something to wait for next year after the elections. That depending on who's going to take power, right? So that's how we will know if they're going to try again something else. Okay, Raj Chanel, do you think that USCIS will speed up its processing time? No, they say that they will reduce backlog, but I think it's just bluff. What they're doing, Raj Chanel, what they're doing with new cases, at least what I've seen so far with new cases, they're trying to process those work permit within 3 to 6 months, and the advance parole within 3 to 6 months. That's the only thing I've noticed. And conditional green card as well. They're doing it within a year for new cases, but all cases I have clients they're still pending there since 2021. So Yeah, I don't know about that. Elena Daje, good morning, Bishop. Good morning, Elena. How are you? Paul Akpan, good morning. Please, what chances does our appeal has? Thank you. Paul Apcam, it's gonna depend on why it was denied, right? Can you elaborate more on why the vow was denied, the main reason? Then I can tell you whether I think the appeal might work or not, because I don't know, first of all, why it was denied. Um, Alex, what it means when your VAWA case get approved and you get an initial deferred grant. Yeah, initial deferred grant, deferred action. I made a video on it on TikTok, a short video on defer. Defer means that from the time being that you get VAWA, you cannot be deported. That's it. The person is not going to be deported, regardless of their green card being granted or not. You know, let's say some person gets VAWA approved and then the green card get denied. That person still is not going to be deported because they have been they have deferred action, basically meaning that they it's a discretionary measure that prevent a person from being deported. That's what defer action means. Okay, how long does it take to call for in after a citizenship interview? After citizenship interview, they have to give you an answer within 120 days. If they don't give you an answer within 120 days, you can sue USCIS. Yeah. I check my stat because that citizenship has a very specific rule that says within 120 days they have to give you a response after your interview. If they don't give it the response, you can sue USCIS in federal court in the state where you reside. So let me see on Instagram if somebody has a question. Okay, to get a green card from American parent. 30 years adoptee get a green card from his American parent. I don't think so. Antwi 9844. I don't think so because what's gonna happen is if they apply for you as a adult child of a U.S. citizen, um, the way it's gonna play out is first of all it take too long, right? It takes too long to get to the green card process. But the thing is, if the person is unlawfully present, by the time the visa becomes available, they're still not going to be able to adjust status. So then it's going to require for the person to file for a waiver, then go outside of the country, and depending on whether the waiver is going to be granted. And when you go outside of the country, there's always some risks involved in the process. So the short answer for that is I don't think so. On 398.44, yeah, I don't think so. Let me go back again here. Jim Petty, I checked my status on immigration calendar. It says there's no future hearing date. This case, but other side says case is pending. Please explain because I'm confused. If they say there's no future, you need to call them. Call them again because usually if they say there's no future hearing, then it means that they terminate your removal, right? But on the other side, it has to show removal has been terminated by judge. It has to show on the status on the online. Yeah, it has to show. If it doesn't show that, you just have to call them and figure out. They said that they could not prove that can be severe abuse. Well, yes, you can appeal that because abuse is really broadly defined. That way, if you appeal it, you have to have additional evidence. For example, a lot of affidavit of support from people testifying about that, people that have witnessed the abuse or the people that the person talked to about the abuse. Note from therapist, psychological evaluation, because that can prove mental abuse. If the person claimed financial abuse, then they can, show bank statement and stuff like that. So at that point, the person has to appeal with additional evidence. Additional evidence. It might help. When I file my VAWA, I've never seen a VAWA denied, because the moment I do my assessment of VAWA, I know exactly whether this VAWA has abuse or not. And so far, I've never seen my VAWA that I have filed being denied because they don't think there was abuse. Because the way we file VAWA, we file with most evidence, like all the evidence at first. Okay, Elena Dache, is it possible to upgrade your child I-130 after you become a citizen? Yes, you're going to send USCIS a letter. Then you're going to send them the naturalization certificate, and then follow up, right? Because you can't just send them and then we'll be waiting. 30 days later, you just have to call them and follow up. Like, I want to see if my child's case has been moved to a different category, because now I'm a U.S. citizen. Yeah, yes. The answer is yes. You can do that. Good morning, Asai. OY. Good morning. How are you? How are you feeling this morning? If you have a question, let me know. Yes, anybody else? We are here to discuss adjustment of status. And please like, by the way, please like, please share. We got a lot of great questions here today. You're welcome. Olakule Jepeji, welcome. Elena says thank you. You're welcome, Elena. You're welcome. Anybody else? Let's just try to answer those questions. Yeah, Paul Akpan. Yeah, it's you can appeal that decision or you can start over. By starting over, it takes like 3 years for the VAWA petition to get approved, unless an expedited request is granted. Otherwise, 3 years people have been waiting. Yeah, it's better to file an appeal with additional, really strong evidence, additional evidence. Yes, I'm still here waiting for additional questions while I'm checking for immigration news. If we have some immigration news, I don't think so. From the last time we spoke, I don't think there's anything going on, quite frankly. Okay, there's a news. USCIS to open an international field offices in Qatar and Turkey. Okay, USCIS announced yesterday the upcoming opening of an international field offices in Doha, Qatar, and in Ankara, Turkey, to increase capacity for refugee processing, strengthening strategy partnership. Okay. Then they've reached the cap for additional returning worker on H-2B visas for early second half of fiscal year 2024. Okay. That's what I see here. Yeah, that's it. That's as far as USCIS news are concerned. That's what I've seen. Let's see immigration news. Latest immigration news. Let's see if they have something. Yeah, that's the only news I see there. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else? By the way, in the meantime, please please share. If anybody needs a consultation, they should just schedule it um, by using my consultation links on the profile. Do you think it's safe to travel on advance parole whenever our case is approved and you're waiting for your green card application? Okay, traveling outside. The first question you have to ask yourself is, where are you going? If you're going home and you previously filed for asylum, the question becomes, why are you going home when you previously filed for asylum? Then that's a problem. The second question you ask yourself is, how long they have to decide on my green card. If the green card, let's say you just apply today and you get your green card, and you get your advance parole within 6 months and the green card is still pending, like the green card has a long time before they make a decision. Yes, it's safe to travel. But remember that advance parole, even on the application itself, it says that there's no guarantee to come back, meaning that at the port of entry, you are going to be inspected again and they have to parole you back. So they have broad discretion as to who they parole. I usually tell people who have criminal records not to do it because they're not going to get in. They're just going to tell them to wait for their parole application outside. So, and if the person is in removal, that's the third point, right? If a person is in removal, first of all, you cannot travel. I know somebody, they gave him advance parole by mistake. The person was still in removal, meaning they have been ordered removed, and they travel on advance parole. They couldn't come back. So another thing is, if you're on TPS, that's safe because TPS is a temporary legal status. Then that person can travel home and come back, provided that if they never apply for asylum, then yes, they're free to go where they're supposed to go, right? So, Alex, to answer that question, really, it's just depend on your immigration history. If you have a good immigration history, it's considered safe. If your green card is pending, you have a VAWA approved, it's considered safe to travel home. But you just have to look at your immigration history. What do you mean by I do? You have criminal records? What do you mean by I do? You have criminal records? Alex, what do you mean by I do? Do you have criminal record? No, no clean record. Oh, you have clean record. Oh, you don't have clean record. Yeah, then it's not safe. Because really, what's gonna happen when you come back? They're gonna have to parole you back, right? They're gonna basically inspect you, ask you a few questions, and depending on what officer you get there, depending on when you get there, and depending what officer you get there, if they see criminal record, most of the time they have tendency not to parole people back because they say that this person lacks good moral and character while they come into the country, even though they have a case pending, while they are not admissible. Basically, that's what they claim as a reason, and you start fighting back. So I usually tell people, if they have criminal record, just wait for your green card. It's better. Yeah, unless you really like somebody's gonna die, you have to go there, then you take your own risk, right? But if it's just for a vacation, yeah, just wait for your green card. If you have criminal records, just wait for your green card. Eventually you're gonna get it, eventually you're gonna travel, right? So patience is required. Alex, patience is required. Your record is clean. Okay. Your work, oh, okay, your record is clean. You never applied for asylum before. Yeah, I will say it's safe to go with travel with advanced parole. Um, but just know that in the back of your mind, you just have to keep in mind that advanced parole is not a guarantee to come back in. But chances are, if you have a clean record, you get in. So that's what I'm saying. Okay. Paul Akpan said, very sorry, but the wife divorced the man 2 years ago. Okay. I'm not following that anymore. I'm not sure if it's pertain to Paul Akpan. Divorced 2 years ago. What do you mean by that? Did you file for VAWA 2 years after the divorce, or did you file within 2 years of the divorce? Because the question was, is my VAWA going? It's going to basically your question was about appeal. Do you think appeal is going to work out? So then I say, well, depending on the reason why the VAWA was initially denied. So then I told you about, well, if you can appeal, yes, you should appeal, because starting over, you're going to have to wait for 3 years again. But if you appeal, then you have to provide additional evidence. Alex says, thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm glad you know that, right? It's never a guarantee, but if you put yourself in a good conditions, you come back. Because I have a client who went back to last year in December. Green card was pending. They went back to their country. They came back with no problem, but they were inspected and questioned for 45 minutes, which wasn't a big deal because, you know, they have to inspect you back. But they came back, no problem. But what I said, what I like to suggest to people who have criminal record, not to try it, because really you're just taking unnecessary risk. Okay, that's what I'm saying. $12 people in the house. Please like, please share. Yeah, we are still answering questions here about adjustment of status, immigration, and employment. Yeah, we need to start talking about employment based type of green card, because that's an option as well for some individuals. Okay, 14 people in the house, please. Michael Mendoza, good morning, good day, attorney. Good morning, Michael. How are you? Nice to see you here today. This lovely morning, 11 a.m. in Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Virginia, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Okay, Raj Chanel says, after getting your green card, how long do you have to stay in the same field, provided that green card is from EB2? Well, I'll suggest that you stay there until you get your US citizenship, because what's going to happen is when you go to your interview for citizenship, then they want to check whether you got this green card by way of fraud or not, or by way of misrepresentation. So usually they'll check if you say that you claim that I'm an entrepreneur, this is what I do, give me the green card for the best interest of this government, and I'll continue to work, because that's what EB2 is, right? As far as national interest, wherever it's concerned, I'll continue to work in this type of field. Then later on, you go to your citizenship interview, they look at your job description on the application, they don't see what you said. It's called misrepresentation. They might take away that green card. So, Rush, Janelle, I suggest you stay there until you get your citizenship, okay? Then you'll be free, right? Yeah, you need to, whatever you said, you need to keep your facts straight, okay? You got it? Rush, Janelle, are you trying to run away from whatever you said yourself on your NIW? No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's called misrepresentation. That's big. Some say 6 months, some say you're free. No, you're not free if you're planning to ask for citizenship later on, really. Uh, because depending on the person you get on the citizenship, because they have to verify whether or not this green card was valid to start with, okay? And that's when they will check your work history. And if they see something it doesn't really match what you said, you're getting the green card. Focus on the green card to say how you got it, the category. That's where the problem starts. So don't do it. Not to mention, if you look at your, just go home, look at your approval of your green card, right? The letter, it says a lot on it. It says that they have the right to verify whether or not the information you provided on the green card are still correct. They can verify even later. That's why some people find themselves in removal proceedings because of misrepresentation, that they kind of find those things late in the process. So yeah, don't do it. Adus Abu Baker. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Abus Abu Baker. Is it your first time here? Looks like it's your first time. I've never seen this name before, but nice to see you here and welcome. Yeah, Rush, Chanel, don't do it. Don't just put yourself in a position where you have to explain yourself a lot. So, especially if you're planning to get your US citizenship, right? Don't do it. We got 12 people in the house. Please like to share. We have 2 more minutes so we can wrap up this conversation. If anybody needs a consultation, they should just schedule it by using the consultation links on my profiles. Yeah, please like, please share. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. Hello, how are you? Robertson Paul, how are you? Welcome back. Please like, by the way, please like, please share. Thank you for coming. We always appreciate. We're almost done anyway. We started 30 minutes ago. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We started 30 minutes ago. We're almost done. We're almost done. Almost done. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're almost done. We started 30 minutes ago. We just want to wrap up. If anybody has a last question, just put it in the comment. Just put it in the comments, okay? Okay, I guess this is it for today. We'll come back next time, probably tomorrow, probably by the end of the week. If you have questions, you can always put it in the comment sections, or if you need a consultation, please just schedule it. Thank you very much. Until next time, bye-bye.